Tomorrow I don't have yours. Your rhetorical analysis, is it?
Not the final draft.
No. So you need to turn that in, please. And
just don't even ask. I had a rough week. I'm just struggling.
This is the first one.
Over. Sorry.
Can I get that rubric thing or syllabus thing for the
Yes, here we are. Please.
There you go.
Thanks.
okay, so this is the emotions essay. And then,
Did everybody get this?
so you want here? Okay, so then I'll go ahead and collect the rhetorical analysis.
Okay, I was like,
bibliography.
oh my gosh, I was like, I definitely screwed this up.
Annotated bibliography. Okay. And then you have it. And bibliography.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did I email it to you?
Yeah. So it should have been.
There's 3 references that I got finished.
So
But
what's
I have more than 3 references. I just didn't get all of them annotated.
Oh. So you just annotated 3 separate ones, but you had several references.
Yes.
okay.
Good thing I clarified.
Yes.
Not that I'm trying to be mean about that, but that's one of the reasons why we attend class, and there's all kinds of opportunities that you could do: email, call, watch her videos online, lots of different ways to make sure that you're successful at what needs to happen. That goes for everybody here. I have a colleague of mine, we were discussing earlier, you guys need to know what your job is, and if you choose, or not necessarily by choice, if you have to be absent, it's still your responsibility to take care of what has to be taken care of. So. And anyway, the reason I was saying that, the colleague that I was talking to, she actually had a gal who came to her first class show up yesterday and say, I need to meet with you a couple hours each week so that I can get caught up. And she was like, what? And that's not my responsibility as an instructor isn't to turn in extra hours because there's a student that didn't show up all this time. I was like, and she was like, well, I told her that I would meet with her for an hour each time. I said, heck no, you're not allowed to. They said, you can't do that. But she's brand new teacher, never taught ever, not even just in this school, but she was going to entertain the idea. She was getting ready to text the gal to entertain the idea that she would meet her meeting an hour each time to get her caught up. And I said, oh, no. The person hasn't put in your hours. I can't reteach this class every week. That's not fair to have to pay for that. And a person can't learn and have their own time either. So it wouldn't give the assignments their due either. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're even entertaining that idea. Don't do it. You're going to hate yourself for
They
it.
still have time to drop. Maybe that would be a better
Yeah,
option.
exactly.
Yeah.
You still have, what, 3 or 4 days to drop. By the way, that does, you might want to, I don't think anybody who's been showing up here has an issue. But for any other class, the drop date, if you are failing at this point, you know you're not going to be able to make it up. It is better to take a W, which is a withdrawal. You still paid for the class, but as far as your transcript and your GPA is concerned, it's much better to have a withdrawal with no grade than to have an F on the transcript if you don't plan on making up the assignment to do what you're supposed to do. But that's Ms. Benjaminism, not necessarily what every other person would say. Okay. Thanks for showing up today, guys. You will be rewarded for showing up today because yes, it's a regular scheduled day. I always reward folks for days like this, especially those who come on a regular basis and say, that's the day I'm going to travel, I'm going to go ahead and take that day. And a lot of teachers have either, I know about 4 or 5 teachers right now that are giving tests today, just to give a test. That's kind of one of the things that we're going to do today. We actually have a little quiz. You'll like it. It's not that hard. It's not a hard quiz.
There's many advantages on it.
It's not hard. It's just some things that we should go over. And then after the quiz, that's why I had a paper due today, so you had to come in and turn the paper. But we're going to take a little quiz today. And when you're finished with your quiz, make sure you check with me and get your paper back so that you can write your final draft. Those of you who just turned it in today, if I could sit here and maybe get it done so you can have it back, otherwise you'll have to wait till the break is over. We're going to, remember I said that the only homework I was going to give you over break was to rewrite or make your edits on your final copy. So I would think that would take most people less than 20 minutes. The reason I say most people is there's always 1 or 2 that have to rewrite or something. But okay. Here's your quiz. So if you take out a piece of paper, okay, there's those. Basically a definition, or if you happen to know that that's the possessive form, or is it a past form, is it a present form, whatever. So define them the best you can, okay? Or I don't want to give it away, so just define them the best you can, and you can tell if it's a possessive form, or if it's past form, or present form, whatever. Then you have 3 essay questions. I'm going to write the essay questions up here. The point of the essay question is for me to determine that you can write a really good paragraph, a well-developed paragraph, a paragraph that has a topic sentence, several supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence for the paragraph, okay? So it's very simple. They're very simple prompts as far as material. but I want to see that you know how to develop a paragraph, okay? And then, of course, mechanics and so on and so forth. So number 6, 7, and 8 are write a well-developed paragraph, and well-developed and organized paragraph for each one.
Is that number 4 in total? What is that for?
There.
There.
T-T-Y, possibly right there. Okay, so real quick on these. What are some of the aspects in this class or of High Speed Community College in general that you're grateful for? Something you've learned, or how easy the experience is, or that you like the challenge, whatever. This one is the one that I'm going to help you with. Describe one or more simple things that you were thankful for. So, I found out on Facebook that people keep trying to one-up each other on what you're thankful for.
Yeah.
If you're thankful for, a great family, then the other person is thankful for, that God is ever present in their life. And then this person is saying, it gets more profound. It's like you have to one-up each person and say, oh yeah, well I'm grateful that my kids still talk to me. And the next person, oh I'm grateful that my kids not only talk to me, but they do every chore I tell them to do. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
And it goes up and up and up. So I actually on Sunday morning woke up thinking about this. I was like, I am grateful for the most simple thing. I am grateful for staples.
Yeah.
I seriously, because, and just thinking of this, it's funny because we used our last staple in the last class to staple the papers together. And so I was laughing at it because that's what reminded me to say some of the most simple things that we're thankful for. So I would start my paragraph something like this, making sure that I had a complete paragraph, complete sentences, topic sentence, and so on. So my topic sentence would be my thesis, basically, right? Because it's only a one paragraph essay. So it would say something to the effect of, Although there are many more important things in life to be grateful for, I am sincerely grateful for the invention of the staple. One reason why I am so grateful for this staple is that it helps organize life so that I do not get your papers confused with someone else's papers. Secondly, I am very grateful for the staple because it doesn't seem to ruin the paper. It keeps it intact. Finally, I'm very, you get the idea. So, simple things in life that we often overlook, such as the staple, are really important things in our life. Okay? That's my paragraph on simple that I'm thankful for. Now, most profound, that's, what right now in your life is. Are you grateful for getting to see each sunrise each day, or, whatever profound to you that you have enough to talk about. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, I said one of the most profound, so don't be over philosophical about it. Okay? What's on your mind that's important to you that you can do things? I have collected papers if you have any to give to me. You have a quiz. Oh, this was the actual speech. Good. Okay. Thank you. Is this rough draft or final copy of that?
or just one?
One paragraph. Just one paragraph. So what is that, 5 sentences each? Or 15 sentences? I think you can have one of that.
That's way too many paragraphs. I
One
thought we were just
paragraph.
picking one and writing about it.
No.
Sorry. I was 73.
So what?
Describe one of the most profound things. Not be like my family's type.
How profound? Profound is like
Something like a walk on the beach or
yeah. So something that is not necessarily tangible. So when I'm looking for a profound idea, it would be more like justice, humanity.
freedom.
Yeah, those intangible kinds of.
Okay.
So, if you, okay, so, I copied it, so it might be in there. Check that, so if they show off online, I'll just click that one and print it out. And then you print it out with the correct, Okay, so now I forgot to. Oh, yep, you're good still. All right, look up here, guys. So, are you ready to be happy? Good. This is my Thanksgiving treat to you. Let's go through the first 5. Don't make changes. Don't make changes. Just know the rules. The reason I put it up here was so that you knew the rules. So, what's the difference between it's with an apostrophe and it's no apostrophe?
It's saying it is.
Okay, so if it has the apostrophe, it is. And the problem I get is that a lot of people think that it's possessive form of it. Just like if I had somebody's name, I put the apostrophe S and that means possession, like Paul Fight belongs in the garage. Okay? So people get confused thinking that apostrophe S always means possession, and it doesn't. This apostrophe, there's 2 rules for apostrophe. It's to add an S, but it also is in place of another letter. So the letter used to be I, it is, and it was 2 words. Okay? So then it's just, it's ITS is the possessive form. Okay? What does this there mean? That's the possessive form of there. It's their bite. Yeah, it belongs to them. This there, you could have said something like
Location
a location, a place, it's over there. Okay?
Is it an adjective then?
Huh?
Is it considered adjective location or what is it?
Like an objective form of the word there.
Adjective.
Yeah. I don't know. I just know it's over there. It's over there.
Yeah.
What I get is, for some reason, most people confuse these 2, they, there, and they are. They are. This is in place of the A. So it's the same rule as the it's. Okay? A lot of people want to say that this is the possessive form of it's their book. So this is the possessive form. This means they are. So it's in place with the letter A. Okay, TWO is
number.
the number 2. TO means
To do.
yeah. go to your room. So it could be a location. Okay. You have to do this. And then TOO means also. What?
I am going to.
Yeah. So also or in addition to. Yeah. So it means also or in addition to. Okay? Then I'll check these. Okay, here's your the good news and the bad news. The bad news is I am actually scoring. The good news is whatever your score is, the points is worth 20 points. 5, 10, 15, 20. So each of those are worth 5. That's worth 20 points. Of the 20 points, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that 20 points to your midterm up to 100%. So, whatever you got on your midterm, you could add up to 100% depending on how well you did on it. Okay?
I'm going to need that. 20 points.
Alright. So when you're finished, turn them in and don't forget to grab your paper. No, I have not. If you want to read yes, right there.
And then you also said that you were going to give me an extended for that assignment. Do I get the opportunity? Because you were going to send me the syllabus thing yesterday, but you forgot to.
No, I did forget to. Our power went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
It's like mine.
Yeah.
I'm reading yours right this second. Almost done. So give me 2 minutes.
Okay,
No, I have to. Which?
Thanks. I knew I was going to forget somewhere. Thank you for doing that. I would have gotten help.
Okay, Matt, can I see you for just a second? And I will, right there, you doing the comment? Okay, so it's probably easier to but it's like right here. So then we get to feel the reason how you said what's going on.
Something like that, you know.
Well, I think I looked at why you because everybody something like that. But anyway, so and it's okay to say that they don't really use it. But I told you, I said something to what if you say something more like this? Bill's best principle based on a comical intellectual skill in that it relies on absurdity and illogical constructs to persuade individuals to purchase their product. So absurdity is just that plain, you know what that is, absurdity.
Yeah.
So, yeah. nonsensical. Yeah. So, and then you've already described absurd constructs and illogical, so you might go back and just say, you know, it's absurd to think that anybody would buy a product just because, or it's absurd to think that you're going to get a castle and a horse.
Yeah.
So you were there, I guess. Okay. So, like I say, add in some words. Like you say outrageous, also use those words. Don't use informal voice like you. Products will make men or people that's informal voice. So you just have some issues with Has he turned off the course? Just change that couple of things. There we go. Hello. Yes, I feel like that. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Okay. This is your circle analysis?
Yeah.
So, what is it?
Oh, you have to write it?
Yeah,
Okay.
indicate what it is.
Okay.
That way every teacher knows.
Right, what it is, right.
Do that from now on.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Especially if you don't have that problem, but if you ever come to the point where you're something a little bit late,
Right.
and they mix it up,
Right,
maybe
yeah.
they're not like, this isn't very contrast.
I understand. I've always had you kind of rush that rough draft too, so it's not 100%.
We're not trying to, this almost seems like you're trying to argue this rhetorical communication.
That's what I basically did, yeah.
Like, are you arguing?
Like, yeah. I think I did it wrong because I have a rubric at one time and then I got the rankings and stuff. See you later, Brandon. I'm Miss Benjamin. Have a nice evening.
I you too. Okay, so when you're writing like a academic essay, you want to see yourself as the writer. We know that it's you, your opinion,
Right.
your writing, and so on and so forth. So you don't want to use what's called informal voice. You don't want to say that first person
Oh, did I include you?
or the use.
Okay.
You should do this,
Right.
you should do that.
Right.
Now here, we use the serial when it says,
Yeah,
I don't think it is, use the serial when it says it is relationship. Okay, that doesn't make sense. So, okay, we're going to take that sentence out. We use this implying that if you eat their cereal, then you are.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is okay because you're saying if an individual eats their cereal, they automatically become a champion. We do that.
Right, okay.
So you keep that you out. That
I understand, yeah, okay.
And what I would say here is, much like I have on ours, you know, who the post, is it posting these? Who does these? Who, like there's Post and General Mills, what company is these or something?
I want to say Kellogg's.
You might find that out and say, you know, the Kellogg's company is interested in selling as much, you know, wheat cereal as possible. It does this by, okay, you know.
I did, yeah. I know what you're saying. I just like, in this essay, I just like argued why it's not, you know, breakfast champion or something like that. I just did it.
Yeah, so we're not looking for an argumentative stance, but we're looking for, let's see, this is on Now, see, you say things like, I don't see every champion eating Wheaties, so this is a flaw in their logic, right?
Right.
So the Wheaties company is, or you know, whoever, is flawed in saying that only people who eat Wheaties are champions.
Right, exactly. That's what, yeah, basically. That's what I talk about, really. So just explain like why it's rhetorical, and don't argue about it, and just like add all my flaws or whatever I have, basically.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. The second flaw in the contract defines people who are champions. So are you only doing logical appeal?
Yeah. I didn't know we had to be pathos and ethos.
Why? And potentially physically? False advertising will damage you mentally and possibly physically? Because it is too much reason?
Too much, yeah. It's hard to find like some flaws.
Okay, so I want you to go back, and this is going to be a little bit harder for you, but
should I just restart?
I would probably go back and restart it. And just
Okay.
Because, okay, what is the emotional appeal of being champ? There's a big piece of it, right? They mentally give you this image of what it means to be a champion, what it takes to fuel a champion's body.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know.
Of course, it takes BBs,
Right.
to fuel the champion's body. They have become, I mean, you know, if you ever say what cereal, I could probably go out in the hall and say what cereal, what popular cereal denotes a champion. And a lot of people would say each of these,
Right,
each
yeah.
of these every month.
Right.
So their logical appeal is that if you eat correctly,
Right.
it's a balanced diet.
Right, yeah, okay.
Okay, but you can say there's a flaw in their logic, and they say there's plenty of chances if you don't eat.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is emotional.
Okay. So like each of my body paragraph is like emotional and then logical and then
Yeah.
the other part. Okay.
And
All right, I know what to do for this assignment now.
and you can do more than one emotional appeal also.
Oh, really? Oh, so you just, okay, I know.
You can list some of the effective emotional appeals are this and that.
Okay.
Some of the effective or ineffective logical appeals.
Okay.
One logical appeal is one positive logical appeal is that a well-balanced diet does help people one negative flaw is that not all okay. And then I don't know because I haven't seen this commercial for a long time, but they do as far as ethical appeal. You'll have to see, do they say in their thing as part of a balanced diet, or do they say just eating your leaves is going to make you
Right.
sense?
Okay.
If they say as part of your balanced diet,
Then it, yeah.
are
it's
they
not.
making false claims?
No.
Are they using, like, for another ethical appeal, somebody that's an authority? They always use sports figures.
Right.
So you could even talk about that being an unethical appeal just because they'll use this popular sports figure to show that this is a champion eating Wheaties.
Right.
But, not everybody who eats Wheaties is going to be a famous.
Right, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay? So I'm going to write down here, and here I'm going to give you a score for the rough, because you did do the right, you know how to do academic organization
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that. Your content really, what I'm going to do is
missed the last
give you a 10, but change that mistake.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I think emotion, if you use emotional,
Right, yeah.
is your first paragraph.
Okay.
So I guess you can use logical, third should be ethical.
All right.
She's
And
pretty
then
good,
it's
yeah.
fine.
And then is that what she was trying to do? It's the essay before, right?
So can I just,
So you'll just, if you want to fix it,
right. So I'm probably just going to redo, yeah.
I would redo it,
Yeah.
yeah. But then you're not going to have total feedback, but
Exactly, but I know.
You want me to look over it
Right.
before I do a final grade?
That's what, yeah. Because can I send it to you like as an email, and if it's all right, I'm like, all right. Then I can get you that final copy when we get back. Thank you.
I have a question for you. This one, I guess I see it on the issue of
Yeah.
you just like, you need to take it from here to here, and you just put E. is already citizens, right? It's not wrong.
And so what I was saying here,
It's very difficult.
it is, you're making it more difficult than it is, because you're trying to argue that reform is necessary, so you're making an argumentative paper, like, you know what I'm saying, that something needs to be done, rather than just saying, Obama addresses an issue of school reform, and it was done effectively or ineffectively.
I gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're writing two papers in one, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're saying, I want to argue that there's a problem out there and that Obama's speech helps me to
I agree with them actually
right.
on the speech.
And so what you need, instead of I'm arguing this and Obama's quotes really help me to prove this point.
Right.
You just say, Obama gave this speech, and he was effective in three ways. Emotionally, when I read his speech, I connected to these things. Logically, a person would understand that if there's an issue, you know, the logical appeal to his speech is that we know our education system is flawed. We don't have enough books. We don't, you know,
We don't have enough computers. We don't have.
there's inequalities.
Yeah.
There's inequalities between the have and have-nots.
Right.
Because we have these problems, his speech addresses these things well by saying this, and you're done. So
should I rephrase it, you think, or should I just leave it be and just change the
right
conclusion?
now, I mean, you know, you already have a very. I'm just telling you that in the future,
How to do it? Yeah.
it's very. You're making it so hard. It probably took you
Forever.
a couple weeks to really get this together, because you're trying to write an argumentative paper and let this speech be like the evidence of the paper. Whereas what the rhetorical analysis is a speech appealing or not appealing? And what was appealing about it? Logical or not illogical, right? Yes, it was logical that a person would say that if this is occurring, if we're having all these problems in school,
Yeah.
then something has to be done.
Right.
And then you could say, I agree with his stance on this,
Right.
and just have a couple of agreement statements saying that it was effective to me that I agree with this. I kind of disagree with that. I don't think it's a very logical conclusion to.
That's what I kind of did in the conclusion.
Yeah.
But I guess it's on the way you put it with the chapter, with the, you know, the pathos and ethos and logos. They did not do it.
Well, you have it there. Like you say, you're just trying to combine the two and get, I mean, so, boy, that's
was really hard.
advanced paper to come up with and say,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm using this speech to bring credibility to my argument. I don't need you to argue your arguments in credibility. Was Obama's argument credible or not credible? Was he ethical in the statements he said?
Was he or was he not? Yeah, see, I passed right by it again. I tried.
All right.
I'll change the conclusion. I did that too, because see, this one I never got to see it, but I remember the grade is. Did you grade this?
I did, but it was just I just gave some points, and I have it. If it doesn't have a 0, it hasn't been graded yet.
It's not anywhere.
Look, does it have a 0? If it doesn't have a 0, it just hasn't been graded yet. It would have to have.
Is it that one then?
No,
this one,
it's
or?
not. It's just not graded yet.
But is it the one for President's Bush, the one that we did?
You gave it to me. I have it. It hasn't been graded yet.
Okay. So you don't need that, right?
I don't need that.
Thanks.
Okay, yes, I said C.
The first time I did it, I did a summary.
Right.
In the class, we said, "What's the summary?"
Yeah. so
Yeah, backwards and forwards, trying to determine what was emotional, what was logical, and what was ethical.
Right.
Just as taking, and for the most part it is emotional and ethical, but,
Well, you do something well here. You say, he teaches a very ethical lesson on the use of judgment in relationship, right?
I mean, you probably did.
So then, you're gonna have to talk about how does he address judgments in relationships? So then I would say, like, he addresses the use of judgment in relationships by saying these things. So he uses stories. It appeals to emotion for the listener. So I don't know who uses the language or not. So I'm just going to tell you how I kind of say it. So he addresses this issue by telling stories, church doctrine, giving instructions, whatever. Then you have to be specific about it. So what lesson did he teach? He uses an ethical lesson. What? So what is the actual lesson? What's the moral that he gives? So you say, well, or you could do several. So he teaches it, but you say he teaches a very ethical lesson on the use of judgments in one's relationships. So you can say teaches ethical lessons on making it more than one if you'd like. Okay.
Cheryl, do you have my pen? That's you, Jeff. It's me.
It's a pencil, not a pen.
Pencil. Okay, never mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. He's using the presence on the judgment of one's relationships. Okay, so I wouldn't combine these. He appeals to the emotional towards the listener. When you're talking about ethics, stick with ethics in the entire paragraph. Okay, so he teaches ethical lessons on the judgment of one's relationship using stories of church doctrine, instruction, and scripture stories. Okay, so then I would take this. Appeals to the emotional towards the listener out. It is a lesson to be warned. So they're warned that strange relationships are tested to modify judgments literally and act without forgiveness. Okay, what's the overall effect? Overall effect is that if we judge others, we're likely to be judged. If we're judgmental of others, they might shut down. Whatever, however you want to say it, how that affects people. How me judging you affects you, or having, see what I'm saying? And that's good, that's a good quote there. Now you have to have a conclusion sentence that kind of ties back up to how it's ethical. So I would say something like, Oldorf's teachings ultimately, or Oldorf's teachings are effective because people connect to the stories. You want me to write that down as a note? So, you can say more effectively. or particularly affected on people. So the lessons that were effective because if a person can tie to things that they know or understand, like it's the law. And as soon as something's a law, you can connect to it because you know that something has to do with a doctrine. That's the story I remember. So that's it. And you can reword this, but his lessons in ethics were effective because he was able to tie the lessons to memorable stories, specific to doctrine, thereby allowing people to see its importance or see, whatever you want to say. Okay, and so then that's just about ethical lessons. Keep emotion out of it. Okay, then the next paragraph is emotional appeals. He states, and then see, now you say logical here. So I'm reading as the beginning being an emotional, and then this is talking about logic. So what you want to do is you want to say, okay, if this is an emotional appeal, then where does it take you emotionally as a reader? Okay, so everybody has been affected by resentment and revenge, right? And so what you would say is, because everybody has experienced feelings such as resentment and revenge, we can connect emotionally to this statement. When we're vengeful, we have hate and disdain for others, and we want to judge others. See what I'm saying? So then you just kind of connect why he wrote that paragraph to emotion. That gonna help you? Yeah. And then the last one obviously should be logic.
Okay. Logic is really hard.
Okay.
And not because the argument isn't logical, but because something there's existence.
Right. So logical appeal, as in, so this is a spiritual doctrine. It's usually spirit and logic doesn't necessarily go hand in hand. Okay, because logically there's no tangible God. Logically, but you can talk about how this helps you develop the logic of if you abstain from judging others, they would likely not judge you. Okay. So, and he says this. This is a very logical statement too. When you say, he just says, stop it. If we just stop being judgmental, yeah, right, or whatever. But there's a huge logic in not gossiping, for example. If we're, and that there will be some, so you could say, there would be some repercussion if we are gossiping. And I bet he says that, right? And so that's the logic. There's logic in, if you do this, that will fall. So you can talk about it that way. Hopefully that helps. Without...
It's predominantly emotional. Throughout the whole thing, it's predominantly emotional. But the emotion is
well, you can restate some of the things that were logical, so and that's fine. Just like I said, you could restate this you know, when it comes to hating and gossiping, or instead of quoting it specifically, just say, you know, as stated above, hating and gossiping, you know, and ridiculing people will cause them to be angry. Logic follows that if we ridicule others, then that, or that we will have repercussions for it. You know, if we're gossiping. Okay, here's logic. If I've gossiped about you to her, then she can logically conclude that I'm a gossip.
Yeah.
Right? So, what happens about when I'm not around her, what I say to you? Right? So, if I'm a person who's willing to gossip, then I'm willing to gossip about everything. Right? So, you don't want friends that are gossips because, what do they say behind your back? Okay? Hopefully that helps.
I have a class at 4.
You have a class at 4, where is that? Okay. Kim, it's up to you if you want to wait for just a second.
Yeah, I can do 2 minutes late. I'd like to have it started by the
Alright. Double spaces.
Oh.
Last name, page number, page.
Oh,